I live a new life. I breathe, and lo, the chattel becomes a man. My words seem to electrify the people. Men, white men, flinging their hats toward the heavens. I feared my spine would collapse after receiving so many congratulatory slaps on the back. I had spoken words that very few men of my color ever dared utter in their presence. Words of heartfelt passion concerning the miserable plight of my brothers and sisters in chains. For until not too long ago, I occupied the very same position that they do now. My very soul was teeming with zeal and righteous indignation. There was nothing that would stop me from fulfilling my destiny. And then it happened. Amid the din of accolades and cheering, my staunchest supporter, my most kind benefactor, Mr. William Lloyd Garrison, gently took me by the arm, led me aside, and said to me, "Frederick, you have got to tone down your articulation. There are many who are doubting that you were ever a slave." Doubted that I was ever a slave? Who would claim to be that? Who was not? And then again, why would it matter if I were a slave or not? I'm a colored man. Do they truly believe that if you were born a slave, that there is no redemption, that you are capable of only so much learning, that there is no education that you are susceptible to receive? Unless it's all a ruse, a sham. Unless this whole thing is some kind of dog and pony show, with me at the center ring as the one-trick pony. There was a cacophony of alarm bells ringing in my head, coupled with the abject disappointment in my heart, and it made it nearly impossible for me to think a lucid thought. If I am in a sideshow, would that not make Mr. William Lloyd Garrison a poor man's Phineas T. Barnum? Are my words to be taken as the thoughtless chattering of a well-trained parrot? Was he telling me that the people who were just moments ago cheering, huzzah, and applauding do not see me as any more equal to them than the most degraded of slaves? Mr. Garrison had no inkling of an idea of the maelstrom he has stirred in me. To tell me that I am too articulate! Oh, this will never do. This will never do! These revelations can lead only to one conclusion: that Mr. Garrison and I must now part company. That what he has done for me up to now, I can and should and will do for myself. Although many will think me ungrateful and uncharitable to leave under these circumstances, I must now venture out on my own if I am to think myself a man. My own man. I have come to one singular conclusion. Give a slave a cruel master, and he shall pray for a kind one. Give him a kind one, and soon he will seek to be his own master.